Final pretrial. Yeah.
We're back live on Zoom.
The date that I had given, yeah. I can't remember the dates that I had given. What dates did I give you guys for your trial briefs?
You gave us 1 week prior for all witness list, exhibit lists, and jury instructions.
That date is going to remain the same.
1 week before, or
But 1 week before August 1st.
understood.
Understood?
Yes.
One
And
week.
I don't
So
know.
what is that date? 1 week before August 1st?
Yeah, so it would be August,
Or
I mean,
July 25th.
July 25th.
Oh,
Next
thank you.
Next Tuesday.
If you need an extension, let me know, but I want to try to stay on task.
Yeah. Ms. Cole, then if you and I could maybe speak within the next couple of days, so we have plenty of time to discuss everything before
Sure.
we have to put in trial binders and everything.
Yes,
Okay,
that's
now
fine.
I'm gonna go on the record, and I know you have to get out of here. So now calling the people versus John Bryce Bedsworth, ticket number 227186121, one count of littering public-private property. Please state your appearances for the record.
Paula Cole on behalf of the people. P31888.
Alexandra Miller on behalf of Mr. Bedsworth, P86290. Mr. Bedsworth, please state your full name for the record.
That's the person. that's
John
on.
Bedsworth, Your Honor.
Thank you. So today is the date and time set for pretrial. Just for the record, I would like to make note or take note that this case has been going on for quite some time. I do not have the exact date that we first entered or first had our first arraignment, or let me see if I can find some dates here, but I know that we have set this matter for trial previously, was not able to reach an agreement, had reached an agreement. I stand corrected. We have reached an agreement prior to the trial where Mr. Bedsworth did not meet the terms of the agreement prior to trial. He was told to have the property, not only his property, but the property next door cleaned in order to move forward with the agreement that was in place. So the agreement was withdrawn, the plea was withdrawn, the agreement has gotten withdrawn, and now we are here starting over at the pretrial phase once again. The court had set a bond, a $0 bond, and will continue a $0 personal bond for Mr. Bedsworth. However, as a condition of the bond now, since we have not made any progress on the property being cleaned to this point or to this date, the court is going to implement conditions to this bond that would include having the property clean, both properties clean. Because are they next door to one another?
They are, Your Honor.
Okay, and because of the overgrowth of grass, the trash, and other matters, Ms. Cole and the officer, Officer Maxwell, I believe is her name.
Maxie, Your Honor.
Maxie, who is not present today, have received several complaints from neighbors, as I would be complaining as well if I live next door to what I've seen in photos. So the next date that we are going to return here is going to be, well, we have actually, I'm gonna need another pretrial date in between. So we're gonna have another pretrial date set for August 14th, 2023 at 8. Well, we'll do it for 9. Do you have anything on your schedule?
That is what I am double checking, Your Honor. August 14th. As of now, that works. If need be, I can get someone to cover for me. That will be completely able to cover a pretrial.
And I withdraw my statement from earlier that I made off the record that the witness list and the trial binders or trial briefs will be due on, I believe I gave you July 25th. I will change that date to August 14th. Ms. Cole, you will need to be in person on that date with those documents.
Thank you. I will make sure.
I would also like photos from Ms. Maxey on that date, because if the photos reflect what they reflected for the past 2 or 3 months,
Understood.
I am going to revoke your bond, Mr. Bedsworth, and you are going to be ordered to Wayne County Jail. Okay, any questions?
And that's on the 14th. I just want to make sure I got that straight.
The 14th, I will give you until the 14th. That's my next pretrial date that's available. So we'll do the 14th for the next pretrial. Final pretrial will be conducted on August 29th. Happy birthday to me. And trial will be on August 30th.
Thank you.
Any questions?
Nothing from defense at this time, Your Honor.
Do you understand your bond conditions?
I think I do, Your Honor.
Your bond conditions are to continue making progress, significant
Right.
progress on the properties. And if there is not significant progress,
The grass, the trash, the cars,
There's no trash. What is your objection to the cars, Your Honor?
they're blight. Just if
You mean the
they're
pickup
not
trucks?
working, if
They
they're,
all work start, Your Honor.
they are working
And they're
start.
all insurance and plated, and they have that.
Okay.
And Ms. Maxey.
Do you still have trash inside of the vehicles?
and I've discussed that with him today, Your Honor. I discussed.
No, but thank you for being specific because there was so much illegal dumping. It's caused me great hardship. I didn't do it. I've got my witnesses for that. If you limit it, I accept that
Someone's
wholeheartedly.
dumping on your private property?
Continuously.
Is this it's not a vacant property though, right? It's
No,
not a vacant
no,
lot. It's not a
No,
vacant.
no.
But do you realize that, and not to give anyone any permission to dump anywhere, but do you realize that it appears to be a vacant property? Can you see how someone may think, oh, this is a vacant property and
Your Honor, the people that have dumped live on the block. I have the evidence of their trash. They're kind of stupid.
Okay.
When you dump your own mail
okay,
or your own address, it's not too sharp.
will you make sure that that is a part
Yeah,
of your,
yes.
okay.
Your Honor, are you aware of some things that were of record and I didn't know about it?
I don't have much of on record as of now, except for the photos.
Freezing the bank account.
So that's questionable at this point. So it's not technically on record as of yet.
Right, Your
We
Honor.
need
Ms. Cole and Ms. Miller are going to work together to figure out who has it frozen. It's of my experience and Ms. Cole's belief that it wouldn't be the city of Detroit, but perhaps we've come to
Speculation.
very speculative that it could be a garnishment based on the fact that that the fees and fines that you were assessed has gone into collection. But that will be verified as well.
Your Honor, may I point out something?
Yes.
I was never given notice and whatever.
Of the garnishment. So that's a separate issue than the criminal matter.
But I was never given notice of the tickets. They were all by default, Your Honor.
Okay, so that still does not, I can't handle anything that didn't happen on this case for this matter.
Yes, ma'am, I understand it, but it's a huge burden to me. It's been, over my head for quite some time, and there's been no communication and no disclosure is required.
With the
by
city of
law.
Detroit Blight Department?
They never notified me of any of the tickets, and they rewrote them
Well, for
unconstitutionally,
sure
Your
you've
Honor.
gotten these tickets, and I know that they're slightly different, but if you had resolved these matters, then you wouldn't have had the other matter. One
matter
will
is that, Your
eliminate
Honor?
the other. This is what date?
Today, that's the one with Miss Maxey.
Okay, but Your Honor, that's the one before you. These issues have been manipulated, but not, they don't behave the way you.
This
do.
is May of 2022.
Yeah,
But so
I didn't get that.
and I'll find out once they bring me the documents and the evidence and the witness list. And if you have witnesses, that's fine. You'll have your day to present all of that information and I will take those things.
I'm trying to avoid that, Your Honor.
I get it, but if in case you don't avoid it,
We have to be
because
prepared.
we're running out of time. I have to resolve this matter. This matter has to get resolved
I think you're.
one way or another.
terrific,
okay.
Judge.
Thank you.
I think you're very.
Flattery will get you
I think you,
nowhere.
no, I just think you take your job extremely seriously.
I am taking this very serious
Well, I
because
don't
I
think
know
it's-
that
I don't
neighbors,
just think it's this. Well, that's a very gray area because all the neighbors owe me money and they want my houses for nothing when I became ill.
and that may be the case. So you need to make sure that you don't give your house away.
Your
Because
Honor,
at some point, there will be a lien placed on the property.
From what direction you're on?
There could be, not in this court, not in this court.
But relating to your blight charges, the outstanding, if there's already a garnishment, if we're correct in speculating, if the frozen bank accounts are due to the blight charges and collections, if they don't have enough to cover with your bank accounts, they could place a lien on your properties and get the money that way from selling them.
So don't give in to
Which
that.
means you clean the properties,
Well,
they need to be
We all know that,
pristine.
the big issue, Your Honor, I was in a car accident. I have now another problem with the insurance, not fixing it and not paying me. So I haven't had a car.
Mhm.
That's caused horrific problems.
But you have the cars in your driveway.
The,
No,
Mr. Bedsworth explained to me that the insurance that he has on the cars, while they are operable,
There's
due to
storage.
the
Yes,
storage.
yeah, and they're
Yes.
reported, and the problem.
But if
with
you
that-
put no fault, like the lowest level,
I've never done it and I won't do it, Your Honor. I want
so
the
you
cars covered.
can't,
They're
so,
valuable.
so you won't sell the property.
No,
You won't put the no fault insurance on the vehicles. You won't look into your mental health, because I am really starting to think that there has to be, like, there's no way that, are you living in this property?
I'm in there to the extent that I can be. It floods every time it rains.
But you
So I
don't
have to pump
reside
it
there,
out.
you don't live there.
No, I'm in medical treatment and I had to get a forwarding address to get my mail.
Okay,
things.
so if you're not, so if you're not living there for health reasons, can you imagine what the neighbors are going through living near this property?
No, you got great standards. And I think that I want to get this done. I want to get it out of your court.
Okay,
That ain't gonna resolve the issues with those property, but like any stretch. of
but you,
imagination.
but I want you to be aware too, that you have two different paths that you're on. You're on a criminal path in front of me, and you're on a civil path with the blight with the city of Detroit.
Yeah, and the civil.
And I have nothing to do with the civil path.
I've never accused you of.
No, I know, I'm just saying that, so whatever you're presenting to me is going to be evidence to show, it's Paula's burden to prove, right? That you're guilty of the littering public-private property. That's her burden to prove. Whatever evidence you have that is going to help you to, in your case, your attorney will present that evidence to me if and when we get to the trial on August 30th. Until then, we're back here on August 14th. If there is not significant improvement, and I know that it's subjective.
And it really concerns me. I have
But,
utmost
but
respect for you.
but we can listen, I can simply show, and I can show you, and I can show anyone else a before and after picture. If we don't see any changes from in the before picture and the after picture, it's kind of like the little highlights that we did with in the magazines when we were in elementary school. If they look exactly the same, then there's no significant improvement.
I can show improvement. I really am troubled by.
So you have until August 14th to do that, sir. I do have some other matters that I need to address.
Thank you. Your
So we will
Honor.
see you on August 14th. You will have, Officer Maxey will present photos on August 14th, and we will discuss your bond at that time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Cole, I'll send you an email for us to set up a time. I don't
Okay.
want to hold you up any longer, so.
Thank you, and I apologize I didn't come over there. I will be there on the 14th, and I know that Mr. Carmack will not disappoint us. Thank you.
Mr.
you all.
Bedward. Who's Mr.
I
Carmack?
mean, not Mr. Carmack. That's where I'm supposed to be.
Get to where you need to be.
Thank you very much, Your
Okay.
Honor. I appreciate the court's time.
Thank you.
See you on the 14th.
You want
Thank
this?
you,
'Cause I
thank
don't
you,
know.
Your Honor.
All right.
Let me-
You're all set.
I think I changed it from the front.
Miss Hatcher,
All of your documentation for.
Attorney Hatcher.
I need about 5 minutes. Is that okay?
Let
Yes,
me
it
just,
is.
let me
Oh.
ask this one question really quick.
Sure.
Did you talk to an Eden,
Beasley?
Beatty, last name Beatty?
Can I carry something up for you?
Oh, no.
No, they called and they were on a phone line. And while I was talking to them, they got disconnected and they never came back on.
Okay, he's right here in the room. Okay,
Can he go into a breakout room?
I will. I'll put him in
And
there.
then can we check for Yolanda Brooks, Maria Bonilla, and for an officer? Because I didn't see officers for either one of those two.
Maria?
Benelia, it's Officer Vajan,
No,
Ajen.
no, that's the one.
And then Yolanda Brooks is Officer Hopkins.
No
Okay.
officer.
And then Sean Burton, she has a valid CPL card, 2/18/22, expires 12/24/26.
Okay.
So I don't, Ms. Cole, I believe was gonna dismiss it, but I don't see her in the courtroom.
Yeah, she was dismissed. She said as long as it was valid.
It is.
Okay.
So I can pull the no POs out.
Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Beatty?
Yes.
Okay, sir, we're gonna need for you, when the attorney comes in that breakout room, she needs to hear you.
Okay.
So try not to disconnect your phone, because she said she could not hear you.
Okay.
That bond condition notated.
Yeah.
When we starting, you know,
So we need to get these officers out of here. too.
what's going on with Cedric Brown? Didn't I do that? Oh, we adjourned. Till.
28.
July 28th. No, we moved it. The 26th.
26. Yeah, you're right. 26. Ms. Brooks, put your phone on mute until your case is called, ma'am. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
I'll do it for you. Never mind.
Okay.
Keep your phones on mute. Please do not unmute your phones. Keep your phones on mute until your case is called.
Is this good enough for you?
I wrote it down.
That bulky stuff. Ms. Burrell, we're gonna go on a 5-minute recess if you need to take a